and to have all that attention on us. It's important for us to calm down, stay grounded and not get too carried away, because in the past there have been situations where we've played 2 or 3 games very well and then the whole situation goes downhill and things don't end well.
A note of caution then from coach Zlatko Dalic, whose record so far with the national team has commanded the respect of his squad. Unbeaten in 5 competitive games since taking charge, with 4 of those resulting in handsome wins.
Zlatko is a wonderful guy, and he understands us completely. He concentrates a lot on our mentality, and I'd say that is probably his biggest strength. We all respect and admire him, which is very important. Our togetherness and mutual respect, the team would be having this kind of success.
I'm a very tolerant person and I'm always happy to talk with the players. It's a difficult challenge to keep everything together and to put trust in people, which is what I aim to do. But on the other side, when somebody crosses the line, that's not something.
Before their ambitious coach can start hatching a plan to take them much further.
Of course I want us to finish first in the group, particularly as we need it for our self-confidence. We've only achieved a small part so far in reaching the knockout round. It's still far from anything bigger, which is what we'd like.
Interesting there, hearing them talk about keeping the momentum going at this World Cup. But that's easier said than done, Stephen, when you're changing 9 of your 11.
Yeah, a lot of changes for Croatia. I think it's obviously to get some minutes for some players, but I don't like this amount of changes, and I certainly don't like a goalkeeping change. Kalinic,
Argentina face a Nigeria side looking to reach the knockout stages of a World Cup for the 4th time. The Super Eagles bounced back from defeat in their opening game against Croatia with a 2-0 win over Iceland. This is the 5th time Nigeria have faced Argentina at a World Cup. They've lost by a single goal in all 4 previous meetings. So here is how things stand in Group D. Plenty still to play for. Croatia have already qualified. If you want to follow their game against Iceland, it's live on BBC4. The other 3 teams in the group can all still reach the round of 16. Goal difference could be crucial. And we already know who they will face in the next round. Earlier today, France won Group C after a goalless draw with Denmark. The Danes also progressed. Good evening. Rio Ferdinand, Didier Drogba and a very nervous Pablo Zabaleta are with us in the studio. Don't cry for Argentina just yet, Pablo.
I know. There's hope. As long Messi's playing, always there is hope, believe me. Honestly, I'm really expecting a good reaction from the lads today. I want to be positive.
What's going on in the camp there? Who's picking the team, Pablo?
No, definitely the manager. Definitely.
Definitely?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure about this. Listen, sometimes when things doesn't go well, it is normal sometimes the players to sit with the manager to talk about, many things, and to express themselves. When what's that? And to express themselves, when they if they see they want to change something. But definitely, Sampaoli is the man who picks the team.
Yeah, you've got your lucky shirt on. That's what
He's under a lot of pressure because yesterday I asked him, "Do you want me to wear my lucky shirt every time an African team is playing? I'm wearing this shirt. They won. So, do you want me to wear it?"
No, take that off then.
You're superstitious?
No.
I used to be superstitious, but then I worked out it was unlucky.
No, I actually want Argentina to prove to me that you don't need to be superstitious to win a game.
No, definitely.
Rio, we want to see the best players, don't we, in the latter stages of the tournament?
Yeah, that's what it's about. I look back from when I was a kid. Maradona, exciting you. Baggio, like all the Ronaldo, the biggest players playing and performing at a World Cup. But this one, obviously, Messi hasn't done it. But again, I'm torn as well. A lot of people I grew up with from Nigeria. I want the fans that are in the stadium, what they produce, what they bring, the atmosphere. So you want the best. 2 goals from Messi, Nigeria win would do me.
It's interesting. He looks so stressed. It's like carrying the expectations of a nation on his shoulders. I mean, look at these pictures here, Pablo.
I know. He looks so stressful and happy. And don't get me wrong, lads. You've been playing in football for so many years as well. And the best thing for the football player is to go into the game and enjoy. And enjoy, even if you're the best player in the world, and you've been involved in Champions League final, whatever, you need to enjoy. And you see Messi's not enjoying it.
Especially during the national team national anthem. This is a moment where you feel the good energy, you know, and seeing this face means a lot.
Yeah, amazing difference a goal might make, though. Things suddenly change very quickly. As for Nigeria, they've never beaten a team at a World Cup if it's not a European team, which is a quite remarkable statistic. But tactically they've improved in this tournament as it's gone on.
Well, it's very interesting. I think because the South American teams play quite a similar football, aggressive. So the game is tighter than when they play against an European team. So it's a different style, and also the tempo of the game is quite similar. So I've seen quite some similarities in those games. But of course, when you have more quality, for example, in South American teams compared to Nigeria in the previous years, of course they won. But this team from Nigeria has improved a lot tactically, much better than the first game. And with a very good manager who knows exactly what he wants his players to do.
Should be a cracking game. Here's how they line up tonight. Messi has gone for a 4-4-2. Argentina make 5 changes, including in goal, where the uncapped Armani replaces Caballero. Rojo is recalled as they switch from a 3-man defence to a back 4. Di Maria and Banega return in what is Argentina's 3rd different formation in as many games. And Aguero is replaced by Higuain, whose last international goal was 20 months ago. It's the oldest